Hey guys, I'm John Smith with blacksmithphoto.com, and I am here today to talk to you about Mr. Jim Stevens. Excuse me, I'm gonna call him Mr. Stevens as he was my professor at school, and Mr. Stevens is amazing. Learning from him, working with him, being mentored by him, being taught by him, having him put his boot in my ass helped me learn a lot as a photographer. It helped me grow as a photographer. He pushed me as a photographer and helped me learn that photography is more than just being good with a camera, understanding things like ISO, shutter speed, aperture, lighting, the rule of thirds, inverse square law. I mean, things like that are common and are expected of photographers, but he helped me grow past that. He helped me understand things like business, like it's honestly 80% business and 20% of me being able to sit behind the camera and take photos the way I want to. Customer interaction was very important, something that blew my mind. I remember sitting in class with Mr. Stevens and that just blowing my mind, the fact that the way he would suggest interactions with customers or calling simple things like calling customers and following up, calling customers when you haven't worked for them in a couple months, just to say hi, just to say, hey, how are you? How you been? What you been up to? How are the kids? How's the dog? How's the wife or husband? And just little things like that are seemingly small, but very, very important. Things like farming industries or farming other businesses. I'm a commercial photographer, a fashion photographer, and a product photographer. I love fashion, I love beauty, I love product photography. But Mr. Stevens helped me really grasp the understanding that just because you're good at photography, okay, good, you're supposed to be good at photography. What next? How can you set yourself apart from the masses? And so when I heard him say that, I remember sitting in class and just being being blown away because the things he was saying were so simple, but yet were so profound. And it's like when you hear something that you kind of already knew in the back of your head, but you just didn't think of, and bam, he said it. And I'm just like, how does this man know all this? Obviously, because of his experience, because of 18 years on his own studio and the years of teaching and the years of being part of photography organizations. And so I am a big proponent of, I'm very careful who I try to take my information from, because as you guys know, there's tons of YouTube channels out there, right? Like everybody on YouTube can teach you how to do photography, right? I mean, there's magazines and there's books and there's everything out there, but nowadays information is so readily available. My big question is, I want to know what you've done to deserve my attention. I want to see what you've done to warrant me listening to you. I want to be careful on who I take my advice from, because I'm not sure if you're worthy of me learning from you. I mean, and so with Mr. Stevens, that was never a problem. There was never issue. There was never any doubt. But I know with all the YouTube videos and with all the social media, I mean, everybody's a photographer because of these things nowadays. Everybody can be a photographer. But he really helped me, and is still helping me kind of get past all that. So that's it for me. You guys have it going.